Hello, humans. Dave back for more Fruit of Grisaia. Um, I, in case you didn't see or hear lately, uh, this, like all other games I'm doing, I am now also streaming over on Twitch when I record them at twitch.tv/RebelYT. So if you want to keep an eye on my Twitch schedule over there and hop in and join us, go right ahead. Um, in fact, I not a whole lot of interest in general on Twitch for Fruit of Grisaia, so uh, could use someone to join if you're one of those few people that's interested in the series. But anyway, I'm gonna get right back into this just so I can keep it rolling. Still talking to Amane about Machina.
それにあの子、感情のムラが激しいっていうか、あんまり変な意味にとってほしくないんだけど、ずっと一緒にいると疲れるのよね。
Maybe she's playing by herself because she understands that.
うまく説明できないけど、猫みたいなものよ。構ってほしい時だけニャンニャン言ってすり寄ってきて、飽きたらスッといなくなっちゃう感じ？
I get it.
癖っ気でふわふわしてるし、体もぐにゃぐにゃで柔らかいし、体温が高いから抱くと暖かいし、なんか甘ったるい匂いするし、猫っぽいよね。
Okay. A cat, I see.
まあ、慣れないうちはそっけないかもしれないけど、絶対に悪い子じゃないから仲良くしてあげてよ。
I don't plan to force her to be friends if she doesn't want to be. But yeah, I'll try to avoid being hated. If I avoid unnecessary contact, I shouldn't inspire any hatred, or come to hate anyone myself. In exchange, I won't be liked or come to like anyone either. Maintaining emotional distance along appropriate lines is an essential but extremely difficult aspect of forming efficient interpersonal relationships. Of course, there are always these careless puppy dog types who will leap into your arms wagging their tails right from the start.
何よ、私の顔じっと見て。
Yeah, I wonder who we're talking about there. Well, just thinking about how beautiful you are.
キスしたくなっちゃった？
She's so thirsty. Alright, Amane, close your eyes. Yuji, you're such a piece of shit, dude. He's such an asshole. Her chest swelling with some ridiculous expectation, Amane closes her eyes and thrusts out her lips as instructed. Moving quickly and silently, I make my getaway, leaving the girl to her foolishness. Yuji, dude.
どこ行ったのよ。もう意地悪。
Oh, it is funny though. I see. Machina may have the right idea. Leaving out later or goodbye entirely and silently running away certainly is less troublesome. Don't take it the wrong way, Amane. It's not that I hate you, I'm just trying to avoid being hated by you. Man, it is kind of hard to play a game with such a piece of shit main character, man. I mean, he's funny, but he's an asshole. Read books in a well-lit area. That was the teaching of my masters. At that time, I was accustomed to reading while shut up in a closet or dark room, so those words felt a bit refreshing. Of course, it's not like I'm worried about obeying the teachings of a woman who's already dead, and I'm still not good with direct sunlight. But here I am searching for a bright place with a book in hand anyway. Aren't I adorable? No reason to wander around looking for a sunny place in this shitty heat. Stepping away from the air-conditioned school building, I unfold the school's admissions guide pamphlet. On the coded three-folded brochure, there's a bird's-eye view illustration of the campus with a mark to the south of the schoolhouse annotated planned site of library construction. Planned site, meaning there isn't a library yet, I guess. Although there is something library-esque on the second floor of the school building, the collection only holds around 200 books. You can apply to have a book stocked if you're after one in particular, and apparently a bookmobile replaces the existing collection every once in a while. But it doesn't seem like it's being used that heavily. In other words, there's no reason to go out of my way to borrow the key to use it. I brought my own books, and there are plenty of well-lit areas besides the library. While casually looking over the pamphlet, I find the words Rose Garden. This is definitely our principal's doing.
乙女たちの通う学園にはやっぱりバラ園が必要よね。 毎年新入生が入学する時期には先輩たちが自分で育てたバラを新入生の胸に添えるの。素敵。
Or something like that. Or so I can at least imagine a certain woman who doesn't know how to act her age, eluding herself. Pretty flowers may calm your mind, but they won't fill your belly. If you've got room to grow them, it would be better used for an edible plant, but telling her that would probably just make things unpleasant. Hey, I mean, Fire Emblem knows what's up. I'll just have to remember to greet Principal Tachibana with a good day, Onisama, next time I see her. A rose gardener. I don't have any interest in inedible flowers, but I guess there would be a shade tree or two as well. Imagining myself reading under a tree surrounded by blooming roses brings a smirk to my face. Guided by these silly thoughts, I decided to head toward the rose garden for the first and only time. Yeah, why not? I think it'd be kind of fun. They call it a rose garden, but not a single one's in bloom. Based on the map, this is definitely the right spot, and there's even a white arch that seems appropriate, but from what I can see, there aren't any roses in flower. Maybe the garden's still a work in progress, or perhaps they're cutting the buds during the summer. Well, not like I came to see roses in the first place, so whatever. Who dis? Well, that was a surprise. I wasn't expecting anyone else to be here. No, more importantly, what the heck is she doing? I approached silently and touched Makina's neck in the area of her carotid artery. Are you alive? Jeez, man, that is real cute. Please don't touch me. She's got a pulse. On close inspection, she's breathing quietly, so I guess the wicked stepmother, Mana in this case, didn't feed her a poison apple. She's sleeping? Wait, this thing is a cat, I think? A large cat is serving as the soundly sleeping Makina's pillow. Oh, look at it! I'd taken it for a stuffed animal at first glance. It sure looks like a fluffy toy, but when I draw close, the stubby ears buried in its fur twitch like miniature radar antennas. My next question, why sleep out here, soon resolves itself. I see. It's definitely nice and cool here. Cats are knowledgeable about cool places, or so they used to say. As for Makina, I expect she's wandering around by herself as per usual, then grew exhausted and collapsed into sudden sleep on the spot. I watched the partially gnawed apple on Makina's chest rise and fall with her breathing. She fell asleep in the middle of eating, just like a baby. I noticed that Makina's mouth is half open and dripping transparent drool. Not to mention her hair is a scruffy mess, the ribbon in her uniform is crooked, and she's wearing different socks on her left and right leg. What's with this girl? She's adorable is what it is, man, and it's dangerous. Alert, alert. As I look down upon her, Makina suddenly snuffles noisily. What a weirdo. Absolute territory. Anyway, it's been a while since the last time I laughed at a woman's sleeping face. Even as I'm filled with a desire to keep watching, discomfort at the peaceful atmosphere of this place also wells up within me. Hi, Katie. At that moment, I sense someone watching me, and look over to find that Makina's pillow cat has woken and is staring up at me in surprise. Sorry to bother you. Go back to sleep. I leave them, taking care to avoid making noise, and sit down under a tree a little ways away. A tree a little ways away. Words need to work properly out of my mouth. Wandering around as she pleases, then falling asleep in the nearest cool place when she gets tired. I see, she certainly does remind you of a cat. I'm envious. It's not sarcasm or anything. I'm generally envious of Makina. I'm sure that she brings that little pocket of naturally peaceful space with her wherever she goes. I think that's something worthy of envying, and it's probably very precious to her as well. Which might well be why she doesn't want to step outside the sanctuary of a school when she can avoid it. Inside the sanctuary that would crumble in a moment without the protection of others. I wonder if the day will come when I too can sleep in that utterly defenseless way. Turning toward the sound, I noticed the fat white cat from before appearing from the direction of the thicket I just left. Wrestling its way through the foliage on stubby legs, it stops suddenly when it spots me sitting under the shade of my tree. Glaring at me with sleepy-looking eyes, it lets out a single disgruntled meow. My bad. After getting suddenly awoken in the middle of a pleasant nap, it's only natural. If I were pulled out of bed on a Sunday morning by some pushy religious solicitors, I'm sure I'd make a similar face. Although the fat cat doesn't seem to have accepted my apology, he snuffles roughly and lumbers away from this place. As I'm watching the cat's dignified exit, the bushes start to rustle again. Hello again. We gonna see like grumpy Machina now? Or like crazy angry Machina? Man, oh, that was some satisfying waking up and stretching news. Oh, makes me sleepy. Again, as I said last video, I'm up and doing this quite a bit earlier than I usually am. Like, yeah, I realize it's 10:30 in the morning now, but I'm usually like just waking up. Like, I wake up, get my daughter going with her online school, and then go back to sleep usually. Just a little while. But man, today is got stuff I want to do in the mornings. Have more time to play games and stream. Excuse me. Alright, let me clear that on my eyes, and here we are. I hear the sound of a dim-witted creature awakening and lazily stretching out its body. When I take a look, Machina crouched on the ground, on all fours, bending her back. Dangerous! Is there gonna be art for this? Because I swear. She really is a cat in human form. Machina opens her mouth, holds down a yawn, and rubs roughly at the tears spilling out of the corner of her eyes. Yeah, me exactly. After a restless look around the area, she draws herself up off the ground. It's not like I'm doing anything I need to be ashamed of, but before I realize it, I've hidden myself from her. Hey. After standing stock still for a moment, Machina takes a bite from the apple in her hand and wanders off briskly. And where's she off to now? Doesn't look like she's got any particular destination in mind. Driven by an interest I find difficult to pin down, I decide to quietly follow Machina. There's no regularity to Machina's actions. Just when I think she's walking straight towards something, she'll come to a sudden stop, look around restlessly, and head off in a different direction. Doesn't seem like she's lost or anything, so I suppose she's just moving wherever her whims take her. Unfortunately, that randomness makes it pretty tough to tail her. It wouldn't be a serious problem if she noticed me, but if I just call out to her now, I have the feeling she'll scamper off again. I skillfully hide my presence and continue shadowing her movements. Tailing a girl without her knowledge, objectively speaking, I guess this would be stalking. Just as I'm finally starting to get fed up with following Machina's directionless rambling, which resembles the random staggering of a sleepwalker more than anything else, the rare wandering monster in question comes to a sudden halt. Oh my god, dude. Ah! Her resting place is an area on the outskirts of the school courtyard, in front of an artificial cement pond of uncertain purpose. Machina totters her way up to the pond, thrusts her hand in the pocket of her skirt to retrieve some half-eaten white bread, and starts tearing off chunks to throw into the water. Why do I like this character so much all of a sudden? Every time Machina's small hand hurls a bit of bread into the pond, a loud splashing sound resonates from the surface of the water. Apparently someone stocked it with fish, and she's feeding them. Dude, the mismatched sock tights is, like, super... Man... This series is gonna get me in trouble, dude. Why am I doing this game? Is she fattening them up to eat? That's what Hi! Oh my god, dude. Clawfish? It's a crawfish. Lobster? Is it a lobster or a crawfish? Machina looks around the area rapidly, grabs a short tree branch lying nearby, then leans over the depths of the pond and begins poking into the water. I think I accidentally skipped a line. Hold up. Okay. Just to... Although I was puzzled there for a moment, it seems like she's trying to capture a crawfish she spotted in the pond. Don't fall. You're gonna fall. She's gonna fall in the pond. She's 100% falling in the pond. Given her character, it's obvious she'll be taking a face-first dive into the pond very soon if I just sit here. I approach Machina from behind and call out to her. Hey, watch out or you'll fall in that pond. Instantly falls in the pond. Yep. Guess I shouldn't have called her out of nowhere. Machina's hand slips off the ground in a stereotypical slapstick pratfall. You knew what was coming, Yuji. Whoops. Swiftly reaching out to the floundering Machina, I firmly seize the collar of her school uniform and pull her back to safety. Dangled by the nape of her neck like a kitten, Machina lets out a feline cry. Oh, dude. You're light. Are you even 40 kilos? There isn't any difference in weight from the backpack I'm always carrying. Given this weight and size, I could lug her around a good 25 kilometers in a single day. Oh, sorry. No worries, I was just following you and stalking. I mean, what? Wasn't planning to call out to you, but it's better than letting you fall into the pond, isn't it? No need to thank me. I did the natural thing, given the circumstances. Look at me shamelessly doing the life-saving hero number, despite being in large part responsible for the problem in the first place. Might have the makings of an American politician. Hey! That joke I like. That joke I like. Someone mentioned previously that a lot of the jokes have been like they really credit drive home the fact that Yuji spent a lot of time in America. Some of them make sense, some of them don't. This one does. This one's very funny. I like it. Machina gives a quick bow of thanks, and without another word, starts to run away from me yet again. Hey, hold it. Where do you think you're going? Don't give me, Why are you running away from me? Nah, she's just going on. She's not running away from Yuji. She's just carrying on with her day of randomosity and wonder. When she asks me point blank, it's not like I have any particular justification for detaining her here. That said, it's kind of unpleasant to be avoided this blatantly. At the very least, if there's a reason she's doing this, I want to know about it. I think I asked this before, but are you scared of me? If there's some reason why you're avoiding me, how about telling me? If possible, I'll try to address it. Again with the silent treatment. Deciding to pursue the conversation more patiently, I squat down to match my line of sight with Machina's. Do you remember my name? That's right, Yuji's fine. Okay, then call me what you want. Danger! Guys, I'm done. I'm done with this game. I'm not playing anymore. I can no longer play this game. Have a good one. Bye. Can't do it. Nope. Nope, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I can't. I refuse. I refuse. I'm not. Definitely not taking the Machina route. What? Help. This game is getting me in trouble, dude. I have to say, being called a big brother is a bit embarrassing on my end, but... Well, alright. When I turn around in response to the splashing sounds coming from the pond behind me, there are a number of fish gathered at the surface of the water, flapping their mouths in a demand for more food. It seems they've come to expect a handout when people stand near the pond. Makina, you still have bread and crumbs left?
うん。
Makina thrusts her hand into her skirt pocket and rummages through its contents.
これは違う。で、これも違う。
As she talks, she pulls things out of her pockets one after the other. The items that emerge are mostly sweets like candy, chocolate, and chewing gum, along with an erratic selection of tools like nail clippers, rubber bands, and glue sticks. Although I've heard that women's purses are connected to the fourth dimension, this girl's pockets seem to be connected to a garbage dump. Makina carelessly rains down the rubbish that emerges on the ground around her. One after the other. What is this? I pick up a plastic container shaped like a large film canister. There's a label pasted on the side filled with numbers and symbols of uncertain meaning.
それはダメ。それはチルチルにあげるラムネなの。返して。
Interesting. I'm not going to steal it or anything. Here, take it. When I hold out the case to her, Makina snatches it back instantly.
これは絶対に食べたらダメなのよ。
Alright, I'm intrigued. I'm not going to sneak bites of other people's food at my age.
そんなこと言って信用できないのよさ。世の中にはそう言っておいてこっそり隠れて食べちゃってすっかりいい気持ちになっちゃった大きいお姉さんもいるのよさ。
Amane, huh?
なんでアマネーだってわかったの？
Oh my god, dude. Damn it, why did she become my favorite character out of nowhere? Why did this happen? Like, Sachi had it locked down, man. Sachi was awesome. Like, Amane was funny. And kind of cute. But, like, God, dude. Sachi's gonna have to earn her place back, I'm telling you. And I think Meech is taken third place now. I'm sorry. Sorry, Shannon. Holy shit. I didn't. Just saying the first name that popped into my head. It really was her? Guess she's got a surprisingly gluttonous side.
私から聞いたって言ったら嫌なのよ。ほら、パンをあげるからこれで我慢するのよさ。
Sure. Good as her word, Makina shoved some half-eaten bread under my face.
はい、全部食べていいのよさ。いっぱい食べてまるまる太るのよ。
No, I wasn't planning to eat it. Take the bread scraps from Makina, tear off some small pieces, and throw them into the pot. The fish at the surface struggle like a pack of piranha for the food, messily gulping it all down. Nice appetite. Huh? Thought these things were carp, but now that I get a closer look, they're actually goldfish.
金魚なのよ。去年神社のお祭りで私が救ったの
Oh,
よ。
so they're her goldfish. She just has them in this pond, and she's from a goldfish snatching game, huh? A goldfish snatching game. Why I said that in a weird way. If these are originally goldfish from a scooping game, they're almost certainly the tiny kind that sold as live food for carnivorous fish in pet shops, but these things are huge.
毎日餌をあげてたらどんどん大きくなったのよ。
I mean, good on you. Fish generally can keep growing as long as they're alive, so the more you feed them, the bigger they'll get. What exactly have you been giving them, though?
パンとか普通に金魚の餌とか
She's overfeeding the crap out of these
休み
fish,
時間
isn't
の
she?
たびにあげてたのよ。
Ah, I get it. You know, fish don't really know when they're full. They don't feel pain in the way we do either, so they'll eat as much as you give them, even if their stomachs are bulging out.
そうなの？
The number one cause of death among aquarium fish is indigestion from being overfed. I've had that happen. We had some fish, and we were relatively new to keeping fish, and we were taking turns feeding them, but we ended up accidentally like overlapping a couple times and fed them too much. We're better at it now, but it sucked. Felt bad. Anyway, that's what it said in something I read when I was a kid, at least.
なんて本？
She's so, like, eyes wet. Dude, I am done. I am destroyed. I have been defeated. Good job, Machina has become champion. Give her the belt. Give her the waifu belt. Oh, I think it was a magazine called Monthly Junior Science. They mentioned it in some article about raising fish in ozonated water.
お魚の本なの?
It had articles on all sorts of things, not just fish, animals, space, whatever. My older sister was a seriously dedicated reader. I'd pick up magazines like that when she was finished, although half of it went over my head. As I'm recalling the content of the science magazines I read back then, I suddenly remember something. Hey Machina, you had some pickled squid in that pocket, didn't you?
あるけど、金魚にあげるの?
No, just take it out for now. Also, have anything we could use as string?
お裁縫の木目糸ならあるけど、何するの?
You'll see. Receiving the squid from Machina, I firmly tie one end of the thread around it and then knot the other end to a tree branch I picked up at random.
釣り竿?
Exactly. So now I toss the squid dangling by the thread into the pond. Around the area where I threw the squid, I can see the shape of the crawfish Machina had been picking at earlier. When I jiggle the squid in front of his face, within a matter of seconds the crawfish extends his pincers and firmly seizes the bait. There, hooked him, see that? It's a crawfish, not a clawfish. You've got the word wrong. As I dangle the captured crustacean in front of her eyes, Machina stares at it with an expression of immense curiosity. There must be a lot of edible aquatic plants or something in there. Crawfish turn red when they have abundant food. They turn blue. If you take a small newborn crawfish and continuously give it food like potatoes, radishes, or sardines that don't contain carotene, it'll turn blue in a month or so. I read it in a book when I was a kid. I ended up trying it out myself. There were some that ended up with a lot of violet spots or white flecks, but I remember getting a few that turned deep blue as well. Okay, then try to catch one yourself. I pull the captured crawfish off the squid to return to the pond, then hand the fishing pole to Machina. Experiencing new things is always worthwhile, so you might as well start by trying to catch one yourself. Don't fall into the pond, alright? Also, try to get the smallest one you can. Sweet. Taking the crude pole from me, Machina forcefully hurls the squid into the pond. I need to know what's going to happen here. I already told you, it's crawfish, not clawfish. Is that the issue here? I mean, I do remember pronouncing snail as smale back when I was in elementary school for a while, but after my sister pointed it out to me, I stopped making that mistake. Didn't you have someone to point out that sort of mistake for you? Your mom, for instance. What? No. Oh, no, 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 don't do this to me, game. Don't do this to me. I see. There's no mother in the world who hates her child, is my mother's line, but by now I'm all too well aware that the world isn't that simple. I suppose there really are mothers who hate their children, and for those children, that can't be a topic they want to chat about with some stranger. An awkward attempt at consolation would backfire here. Fuck. God damn it. Me? Seems like I haven't quite gotten the hang of being called Oni-chan yet. You serious? How am I nice? Just wasn't interested enough to risk it. Dude. I stare steadily at Machina's small back silhouetted against the pond. If you want to talk, I'll listen. Don't they say the kids are cuter when they're a little dumb?
私のバカを侮っちゃいけないのよ。こう見えても私、札付きで筋金入りのバカなのよさ。
Can't say I've ever heard of anyone with that fierce a reputation for being stupid before. Well, don't worry about it. There's nothing but idiots in my vicinity, including me.
私ね、別にお兄ちゃんのことが嫌いで避けてたわけじゃないのよ。逆に嫌われたくなくて、バカな子だなってそう思われないように、なるべく近寄らないようにしてたのよさ。
My heartbeat. It's like I said, I'm surrounded by idiots. If I went around hating people for something like that, I'd run out of my supply of hate real fast. Well, there certainly are people who can't hold together their fragile sense of self-worth except by looking down on others. Even a few true idiots who take those emotions to the extreme become dictators or cult leaders and launch hunts against their inferiors. Not true. But why assume you'll be hated over something like that anyway? That way of thinking seems counterproductive. Debase yourself by saying I'm just an idiot and you'll just puff up the manly self-styled geniuses of the world. Dude, no, you are adorable and you seem so nice. No, you were fantastic. There's no point in standing around with your mouth wide. Oh, with your mouth open and waiting for talent to fall from the sky. You make your own. No matter what you're doing, the most essential thing is to not give up. Fail as many times as it takes, keep trying persistently until you can call yourself average. Average is just fine. If you can collect a nice group of average level skills, that's already above average. You've created your own sort of talent. Being a hard worker is a talent in its own right, were my sister's words. And from that group of average skills, you can work to improve further on the things that you think you're suited for. This is actually good advice, Yuji. Good job. A person blessed with talent, in a matter of speaking, is just someone who found a path well suited to them early on. When you get down to it, people can accomplish nearly anything as long as they don't give up. Obvious, but it's true. On the other hand, guys who give up at the first setback will never get anything done. There's no need to rush. You're still a kid, you've got time. Try out anything and everything, struggle around as much as you want. I rest my hand on Makina's head with a gentle thump. It's at just the right height for this sort of thing. That's what school's for, right? Dude. At the very least, I think the principal wants this school to be that sort of place. So you might as well throw out your chest and do as many stupid things as you want, with pride. Of course, if this girl ends up doing something truly dramatically stupid, the principal will be the one facing the music, so I'm probably overstepping my bounds just a bit here. Why not? Being dumb is fine. In the first place, guys who go around calling themselves geniuses are either weaklings with fragile egos, or jokers using the line to get a laugh. And even if you were some genius, that just makes it easy to mistake yourself for a perfect human and start slacking off. Hairs like that get passed by the tortoises of the world eventually. This is actually great advice, Yuji. Holy shit. Don't get me wrong, I just wanted to try playing the nice guy for a bit. You shouldn't trust me that easily, got it? How to put this? I'm not sure how I feel about being put in the same boat as that girl. Makina, I think you get a bite? No need to rush, slowly pull it out of the water. Yes, she did it. See? People can do anything if they try, so don't give up before you start, okay? Okay, then you should go to Amane or Sache and see if you can find an aquarium to raise it in. Make sure only to feed it stuff without carotene.
アジとかイワシ、大根やじゃがいも。
Oh, you remembered. I put my hand on Makina's head and ruffle her hair around roughly.
こう見えても記憶力は結構いいのよ。
Alright, better get that crawfish in water while it's still in good shape. Don't overfeed it, okay?
わかった。ありがとうお兄ちゃん。また
Yes,
遊んでくれる？
anytime. Whenever you want to. We can be best friends. And then we can grow up. We can get married. It'd be great. You're adorable. And protect the house. Protect.
ありがとう。
Holy shit. Makina, still clutching the crawfish, waves her hand cheerfully and takes off at full speed toward the dorm. Thanks, huh? I don't recall doing anything worthy of much gratitude, but regardless, hearing such a happy thanks feels kind of pleasant. Alright, so here's the deal. First things first. Oops.
音量の設定をします。私が案内するのよ。
And we're gonna say. Alright, well, thanks for joining me for this one. I don't know if I should keep playing this game, but I'm going to. Holy shit. I did not expect Makina to be anywhere near my radar. But, yeah, dude. Definitely interested in that character. That's fun. Anyway, you know the drill here on YouTube if you're watching. Then please like the video, subscribe if you want to see more. Or, keep an eye on my Twitch streams. Twitch.tv/RebelRYT to come and join me live for these. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.